Wolf leads the Ravens in scoring, averaging 15.1 points per game and 12 rebounds per game. Macy Raymond is averaging 12.9 points a game for the Ravens. And just as I say that, Hayden Wolf is being introduced here to the crowd on hand. And so the starting lineups for both teams have been introduced here at RCS. And we're going to be ready to go now here at RCS. And we'll be back here later in the season for a boys game. I'd like to let you know that tonight's game is brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture of Granville, our sponsors of the Telescope Furniture Broadcast Center, the Orchard, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Also, Rubbin' Butts Barbecue and Kelly Farm and Garden. They are our sponsors for tonight's game. I need the roster. So we're getting ready to go here. My roster was being used for the PA announcer, so I had to go over and have Patrick double duty here, go over and pick up the roster for me. And we are ready to go here at RCS. The Blackbirds, the Ravens, here on MYVT Media Sports. Jumping it up for RCS is going to be Hayden Wolf. As I mentioned, Wolf comes in here averaging about 15 points a game. Mia Carmody on the tip for RCS. That's controlled by the Ravens. It goes out on the wing for Reagan Wolf. Little short jumper in the lane is blocked. That was Macy Raymond with the shot. Nice diving effort trying to save that ball from going out of bounds by Megan Bissone. And it'll be a throw-in for the Ravens right in front of us, right in front of the Blackbird bench here at RCS tonight. And it'll be Megan Bissone who gets it in play for the point guard, Macy Raymond. Here's Raymond. Gets it on the right side now for Reagan Wolf. They look to work down low. 18 on the shot clock. Still plenty of time to shoot it. Jumper is on the way. It is no good from Megan Raymond, but the rebound pulled down by Hayden Wolf. Reagan Wolf with a little handoff up top to Macy Raymond. Here's Reagan Wolf on the way from straight on, no good. The rebound pulled down by Voorheesville, and that is Katie Burns. Long jumper on the way at the other end for the Blackbirds is up and no good from Carmody, and the rebound pulled down by the Ravens. Here is Olivia DeMantis, number 5. Going back down the other way now. Jumper on the way for 3, no good. Long rebound on the baseline, goes out of bounds. Diamantis actually for Voorheesville. That was Megan Bissone for the Ravens. First time seeing these two teams. I'm trying to get the lineups in my brain here. First shot after the throw-in is up and no good from Mia Carmody. Here come the Ravens down court. Looking to push the tempo. And that one's going to roll around and go down for Reagan Wolf. Wolf, the 5'9" freshman. And it's 2-0 here, RCS. Up top with the basketball, Sophia Von Fricken. Shot is up, no good. The rebound up and no good. Third time might be the charm. It is. Great work on the offensive glass there by Mia Carmody. Carmody gets the bucket. They'll count it, and she'll go to the line looking for the three-point play. And she'll complete the three-point play, and 5:55 to go opening quarter. The Blackbirds with their first lead at 3-2. Breaking the timeline here is Raymond. Raymond got it at the high post for Hayden Wolf, but they turn it over. Back the other way come the Blackbirds. They like to shoot that three. Deep three ball there is no good from Sophia von Fricken. Second shot is up and no good. Battle for the rebound, a whistle, and looks like it's going to be a foul on the Blackbirds. So full court pressure here from Voorheesville. They lead it by one early on here at Ravena. It comes in for Raymond. Raymond's now going to leave it for Visone. Back for Visone, actually holding on to it. Thought she's going to go back to Raymond. Goes down the lane, shot up, no good. The rebound pulled down by Lily Smith. Here comes Voorheesville. Once again, they look to shoot it from behind the arc. Shot up and no good. The putback, no good. The original shot from Katie Burns. And these Blackbirds like to shoot it from deep. Here is Raymond. Now they get it inside. Visone. The shot up and no good from Hayden Wolf. Wolf gets her own rebound off the first shot. Second shot is up and no good, but a whistle and a foul. And Hayden Wolf, rather, will go to the line. And the first shot from Hayden Wolf, the 5'11 junior, is up and good. Second shot is too long after the back iron, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touched by Reagan Wolf, and it's going to be Voorheesville ball tied at 3, 4:47 to go opening quarter here at RCS. And bringing it up for the Blackbirds is going to be Carmody. Carmody's going to be picked up by Reagan Wolf. They'll run their man-to-man offense here against the Ravens. 13 on the shot clock. Still plenty of time for the Blackbirds. Here's Carmody. Carmody, step back three, straight on, no good. Battle for the rebound, and it lands in the hands of Megan Visone. The Ravens looking to run. Here's Visone. Gets it on the wing. Jumper on the way. Almost rolled around and went down from Reagan Wolf. Here comes Carmody. Carmody on the run midway through this opening quarter. Looks to go on the attack on the baseline. Up top, three-pointer on the way for the Blackbirds. And it's good. And that is Lily Smith knocking it down. And 6-3 Blackbirds. Here is Raymond down the lane. Up too strong. Battle for the rebound. Jump ball. Held ball between Katie Burns and Layla Rabideau. Substitution in for the first time. Juliana Damaris is in, the 5'5 freshman for the Ravens. Carmody's going to bring it up for the Blackbirds, set the offense here for Voorheesville. They lead it by 3, 3.5 to go here in the opening quarter. Jumper on the way from the wing is too strong. That by Maddie Tabakian. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by the Blackbirds, they say. And it's going to be Ravena-Coeymans-Selkirk ball. They handle the press pretty easily here. Look to go on the attack. Nice pass into the lane. Nice ball fake. Puts it on the floor, up and good. Nice move by Hayden Wolf. And the Ravens within one. Beautiful move there by Hayden Wolf at the other end. Carmody the scoop in the lane with the left hand, up and good. It's back to a 3-point lead for the Blackbirds. We've under 3 minutes left in the quarter. Now a steal. That was by Tabakian. Jumper from the wing. No good. Rebound pulled down by RCS. Nice long full court pass. Down court. Contact. And going to the line is going to be Hayden Wolf. I believe that was Reagan Wolf with the nice full court pass. Hayden Wolf, as I said, comes in here averaging 15.1 points a game. Substitutes coming on for Voorheesville. Number 12 is on. That is Emma Diamantis. And number 14, Sue Han Dean. First shot is no good from Hayden Wolf. Second shot, halfway down and out. The rebound pulled down by Voorheesville by Katie Burns. And a whistle and a foul. And that's going to go on Reagan Wolf. 2:28 to go here, opening quarter, 8-5 Blackbirds. Carmody's going to bring it up across midcourt, go right side here for Tabakian. Straight away up top here now is Burns. They get it on the baseline, look to go on the attack. That is Emma Diamantis. Up top, Carmody's going to let it go for three, and she got it. Deep three, well behind the arc there for Mia Carmody, the senior, and it's 11-5 Voorheesville. Macy Raymond looks to set the offense here for the Ravens, gets the screen up high from Reagan Wolf. Little short jumper in the lane, won't go down. It was tipped out. Good ball movement here. They try to go down low to Hayden Wolf. Scramble for the ball here. Here's Tabakian. Goes on the attack, pushes it out to the baseline. Burns tried to let it go, but it was blocked there. Good hustle. And getting the block shot was Megan Visone. And held ball possession arrow is going to favor the Ravens. 1:27 to go here in the opening quarter. A 6-point lead for Voorheesville. And on the inbounds, it comes in for Demarest. Now it's going to be Hayden Wolf. Here's Demarest. Wanted to go right back to Wolf down low, but the pass a little bit too far out in front of her. Goes out of bounds off her fingertips. And it's going to be Voorheesville ball. And here comes Carmody to bring it up across the timeline. Carmody's going to be picked up by Reagan Wolf down the lane, but the whistle and the foul, and they're going to get Reagan Wolf on the foul there. Wolf, a freshman. Juliana Demarest, a freshman for the Ravens. And that's going to put Mia Carmody at the line, I believe. Yes, it is. And the shot by Carmody is good, extending the Voorheesville lead to 12-5. And 2 for 2 for Carmody. And a timeout is going to be called here. It's going to be a full timeout called by the Ravens. And we'll let you know about some of our sponsors for tonight's game, including Telescope Casual Furniture. Telescope Casual Furniture Manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture of Granville, New York. And also brought to you by The Orchard.
It was definitely worth the ride to the Orchard.
It was worth the trip to the Orchard.
Totally worth the trip to the Orchard.
It was worth a ride to the Orchard.
It was well worth the trip to the Orchard.
Great service. Couldn't ask for a better place.
Worth the ride to the Orchard.
.108 to go here in the opening quarter at RCS. It's a 8-point lead for Voorheesville. And it's going to be RCS basketball, full court pressure, man-to-man variety here for the Blackbirds. It comes in bounds for Macy Raymond. Raymond now able to find Visone. Visone, they look to double Visone on the baseline. And it's going to be a held ball. Possession arrow is going to favor the Blackbirds. So putting it in play for Voorheesville is going to be Emma Diamantis. Down court for Burns. Here's Diamantis. Looks to go on the attack. Leaves it for Burns. Up top now is Tabakian. Gets it on the wing. Three-pointer on the way is no good from Diamantis. And the rebound pulled down by Demarest. Here come the Ravens looking to run. To the bucket, up and too strong was Reagan Wolf, and the rebound pulled down by Tabakian. But looks like she might have lost it out of bounds. Officials look at each other and confer. And they agree that it's going to be Blackbirds basketball. Final seconds here, 20 seconds to go. Opening quarter, 8-point lead for Voorheesville. Nice quick hands there by Macy Raymond getting in, slapping that ball away from Medi Tabakian. But still going to be Voorheesville ball. They look to get it in for Carmody. Here is Carmody, kicks it out to the baseline. Jumper from Dean is on the way. No good. On the rebound, it's Diamantis, no good. Dean gets it back with 6 seconds left in the quarter, and it's blocked. Nice block there by Hayden Wolf. And the Ravens are going to run out of time before they can push the ball up the court and get a shot off. And that's going to do it here for the opening quarter from RCS. Our score at the end of 1, Voorheesville 13, RCS 5. This is Colonial Council Basketball on NYVT Media Sports, brought to you by Rub and Butts Barbecue. One of our sponsors for tonight's game, Rub and Butts Barbecue, a local Cobleskill establishment located at 2403 State Route 7, East Side Village Mall, that now has crispy, crunchy chicken. That's the latest fad out there, folks. Everybody going with the crispy, crunchy chicken. Contact Dave Ward for any fundraising needs at 518-234-7447 for Rub and Butts Barbecue. Also by Kelly Farm and Garden. Kelly Farm and Garden, proud to support youth sports in our community. Kelly Farm and Garden, where customers are treated like part of the family. That's Kelly Farm and Garden, sponsors of our Kelly Farm and Garden Player of the Game Award. We'll be announcing our Kelly Farm and Garden Player of the Game following tonight's contest. So coming out for the Ravens, it's going to be Hayden Wolf, Juliana Damaris, Megan Visone, Macy Raymond, and Reagan Wolf on the floor. It's going to be Burns, along with Diamantis, Tabakian, Carmody, and Dean for the Blackbirds. Here's Macy Raymond, looks to set the offense, gets it on the right side for Hayden Wolf. Little handoff play, nice spin in the lane. Stripped away, though, from Raymond. Here come the Blackbirds. This is Carmody. Down court, Diamantis up off the glass. No good. Battle for the rebound. Ravens have it and then throw it away. I think it was Juliana Damaris who came away with that. So the turnover gives it right back to the Blackbirds. They lead it by 8 as we start play here in the second quarter. Here's Carmody. Carmody picked up by Damaris. Jumper on the way from Carmody. No good. Strong rebound right there from Hayden Wolf. Wolf's going to throw the outlet pass for Visone, who's going to bring it up across the timeline. Set the offense here for RCS. Goes to the high post for Reagan Wolf. Down low now for Hayden Wolf. Up and good. So it looks like they talked about during the timeout. They want to get it down low more for Hayden Wolf here and try to get some easy points. Dean with the baseline jumper, no good. Scramble for the rebound, and it's Tabakian coming out of there with it. Gets it on the baseline. Jumper up for 3 and good. Emma Diamantis, the freshman, bangs the 3. And the Blackbirds up by 9 at 16-7. Heavy pressure defense. Carmody with the strip. Here's Carmody to the bucket off the glass and good. And it's the biggest lead of the ball game at 11 for the Blackbirds. Here's Hayden Wolf. Now finds Visone. And Megan Visone, this 5'5 senior, trying to get to the bucket, a whistle and a foul. She's going to go to the line and shoot 2. And coming in for the Ravens is going to be Taryn Burns, 5'5 sophomore. And the first shot here is up and no good from Visone. Oh, we have a Burns on both sides now. Katie Burns for Voorheesville on the floor. And Taryn Burns for the Ravens. Second shot is no good. It goes out of bounds, touched by RCS last. It's going to be Blackbirds basketball, and it'll come in for Carmody, who's going to bring it up across the timeline for the Blackbirds. And she's going to stop and pop, no good. And with the rebound, it's going to be Hayden Wolf. Pass down court, dangerous pass, but it works out as Macy Raymond was there. They look to go down low, and they tried to kick it back out. That was Reagan Wolf, but it was picked off by Carmody. Here comes Carmody, looking to go to the basket, goes to the Euro step to the left hand, and is stripped away out of bounds. And quickly to the scorer's table for Coach Terrence Florence, and back in is Sophia Von Fricken. Putting in play, it's going to be Tabakian. Goes down low for Katie Burns. Carmody thought about it. Reagan Wolf provides the defense. They run a little isolation here, it looks like. Kick it out to the baseline. Too strong. And the rebound pulled down by Ravena. That's Raymond. Gets it out on the wing. Three-pointer on the way. No good from Reagan Wolf, but it's run down by Taryn Burns. Fresh shot clock on the possession here. They go down low. Nice drop step. Left hand. Too strong up and no good from Hayden Wolf. They double-team Carmody right away. Here's Von Fricken. Cross-court pass. Diamantis to the bucket. Left-hand layup's good. And what an impact off the bench for the freshman, Emma Diamantis. And we have a timeout on the floor. 5:05 to go here in the second quarter. It's the biggest lead of the ball game for Voorheesville. They lead it by a score of 20-7. Tonight's game brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing in Granville, New York for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture of Granville, New York. Tonight's game also brought to you by The Orchard, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram.
It was definitely worth the ride to the orchard.
It was worth the trip to the orchard.
Totally worth the trip to the orchard.
It was worth a ride to the orchard.
It was well worth the trip to the orchard.
Great service. Couldn't ask for a better place.
Worth the ride to the orchard.
And we're back here in Ravena-Coeymans-Selkirk High School. 20-7, biggest lead of the ball game for the Voorheesville Blackbirds. Out of the timeout, it is Ravens basketball. And they look to trap Visone, and they get the steal. Diamantis with the bounce pass. Tabakian shot up no good. Good hustle back there by Taryn Burns. Here comes RCS. Down court, here's Taryn Burns. And she traveled there. Got caught in the air, indecisive, not sure where she wanted to pass the basketball. So it's going to go back to the Blackbirds, who have Diamantis on the floor with Carmody, Tabakian, Von Fricken, and Katie Burns. As we approach the midway point of the second quarter, here's Katie Burns. Now Carmody. Up top, open jumper on the way. Good for three from Maddie Tabakian. And it's 23-7. Here's Raymond. Raymond across the timeline. Looks to set the Ravens up in their offense. Screen attempt there by Visone. Now here is Hayden Wolf. Inside and the bucket. Up and good for Reagan Wolf. And that breaks the scoreless streak here for RCS. On the baseline, Burns. Now Diamantis finds Carmody. Gets it on the right side. Von Fricken on the way for 30. No good. And it looks like they might call the push-off on Katie Burns on the rebound. And that's what they're going to call. So a push-off on the rebound on Katie Burns, the junior. And with 3:50 to go here in the half, it's 23-9. Blackbirds. RCS with a chance to cut into this deficit a little bit. Here's Raymond across the timeline. Dribbles to the Foul line extended on the left side. Leaves it now for Visone. They double team her. Kick out to the baseline. And that looked like it was partially blocked as Macy Raymond tried to let it go on the baseline. Here's Von Fricken. Now Diamantis. Back up. Von Fricken's going to let it go for three. Good. Everybody on the floor for the Blackbirds. Looks like they have the green light from Coach Terrence Florence to let it go from three land. And they have a 26-9 lead. Here's Raymond on the way for three. Good! Raymond was telling me before the game, watch out for my air balls. Well, nothing but net on that one. No air ball there as she nailed that one at the other end. Here's the jumper from Emma Diamantis. And it was no good. And so the Ravens with 2:52 to go in the half, down 14, looking to cut into that deficit a little bit here. Raymond brings it across the timeline, gets it on the right side for Visone. Muscling inside was Hayden Wolf, but shot no good. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Ravens. So it's going to be Voorheesville basketball. Checking in for the Blackbirds is Lily Smith, returning to the game, replacing Emma Diamantis. Carmody's going to bring it up. Going to be picked up at the top of the key by Reagan Wolf. Carmody on the way three, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Hayden Wolf. Here come the Ravens with just about 2 minutes to go here before halftime, trying to slice into a 14-point deficit. Here's Raymond. Raymond up top, a handoff for Megan Visone. Taryn Burns now on the baseline. Raymond, little toss and catch game, 10 on the shot clock. They go down low for Reagan Wolf. Wanted to go to Hayden Wolf. Pass was deflected, a tie-up. And the possession arrow favors the Blackbirds. Just under 2 minutes to play before halftime, minute 59 to go here. Before the break, 26-12 lead. Here's Burns now up top. Von Fricken. Carmody has it knocked away there by Reagan Wolf. Gets it back, looks to go to the bucket, goes behind the back. Jumper on the way for the elbow. No good. And the rebound by Visone. Visone wanted to go down court to Raymond, streaking down the court. But somebody got a piece of it there for the Blackbirds. But now Tabakian throws it away. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout called here by the Blackbirds of Voorheesville, who lead this 26-12, 1:33 to go here in the first half. And tonight's game here on MYVT Media Sports, live from RCS, is brought to you by Rub and Butts Barbecue. One of our sponsors, Rub and Butts Barbecue, local Cobleskill establishment, located at 2403 State Route 7, Eastside Village Mall, that now has crispy, crunchy chicken. Contact Dave Ward for any fundraising needs. Call 518-234-7447 for Rub and Butts Barbecue of Cobleskill. 1:33 to go here before halftime. 14-point lead for Voorheesville. Here's Raymond, picked up by Von Fricken. Gets it up across the timeline with ease. Now Tabakian switches onto her. Look to run a handoff up top. Here's Visone on the wing. No good. Battle for the rebounds, pulled down by Smith. And then throws it away, trying to outlet it to Von Fricken. So nice rebound by Lily Smith, but then the turnover gives it back to RCS. Minute 12 to go here before halftime. Comes in for Raymond. Raymond looks to go on the attack. Floater on the baseline. No good. Rebound for Von Fricken. Down for Tabakian. Has Carmody out in front with her. Going to take it all herself. Layup is up and rolls around and goes in. Biggest lead of the game for the Blackbirds at 16. Here's Visone. Visone's going to kick it back. Actually, that was it was Reagan Wolf kicks it back to Visone, and Visone knocks down the jumper. 28-14. Here's Carmody. Carmody gets it on the right side for Tabakian. Good ball movement here. Carmody. They look to run the little back screen. Layup is not good, though, from Tabakian. The rebound pulled down by Raymond. Raymond now has it taken away by Maddie Tabakian, but then a whistle, and it's going to go out of bounds. Good recovery there by Macy Raymond, knocking the ball away after the steal. 22.6 seconds to go before halftime here at RCS on NYVT Media Sports. Maddie Tabakian's going to throw it in. She finds Carmody, kicks it out to the baseline. Jumper on the way for three, no good. Rebound pulled down by Vasone. Ravens looking to run. They've got a 3-on-1 here. Spin, and Hayden Wolf's going to draw the foul and go to the line. And the foul is going to be on Lily Smith. And that's going to put Hayden Wolf at the line. As I said, Wolf averages a double-double, 15 points, 12 boards a game. And gets the first one. Second shot here by Hayden Wolf. Won't go down. The rebound by Smith. Here comes Carmody with 9 across the timeline. Carmody with 7. Good ball movement. Jumper on the way at the buzzer. Actually, with about 2 seconds to go. And that is knocked down by Sophia Von Fricken, the freshman. And at halftime, it's going to be Voorheesville 31 and Ravena-Coeymans-Selkirk 15. And just when the Ravens had a little bit of momentum going and had gotten it down to a 13-point ball game, it's right back up to 16 after that three-pointer with 2 seconds to go by Von Fricken. So we go to halftime here at RCS. As I said, the Blackbirds a 31-15 lead. We'll be back for the second half in just a bit. This is Colonial Council basketball on NYVT Media Sports. And welcome back to Ravena-Coeymans-Selkirk High School. MYVT Media Sports with you for Colonial Council basketball action tonight. Voorheesville in town taking on Ravena-Coeymans-Selkirk. And right now the Blackbirds with a 31-15 lead at the half. And they have controlled this one pretty much since the outset here. They jumped out to an early lead and have gradually pulled away. The Ravens got it within 13 at one point late, but then a big three-pointer at the end of the half by Sophia von Fricken. And that is where we stand right now, a 16-point ball game. Ravena with the basketball to start things off, and a whistle and a foul as Megan Visone was dribbling the ball in between the circles. Visone on the court with Raymond, Reagan Wolf, Hayden Wolf, and Layla Rabideau. And it was Hayden Wolf trying to get it to Rabideau there, but it was stolen by Mehdi Tabakian. And here come the Blackbirds down court. Baseline jumper on the way. No good from Sophia von Fricken, but the Blackbirds pull down the rebound. Almost stolen away there by Reagan Wolf. Good defensive pressure by Reagan. Jumper on the way from the wing. Von Fricken again. And the rebound pulled down by Rabideau. Leaves it for Hayden Wolf. Here comes Wolf across the timeline, gets a screen from Rabideau, looks to back it down in the lane, kicks it out for Reagan Wolf. Now the handoff for Raymond. They run a little weave offense up top with 10 on the shot clock for the Ravens. Here's Megan Visone, runner in the lane, off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound up and no good. And loose ball is going to be run down here by Mia Carmody for the Blackbirds. Actually, not Carmody. It is Willie Smith. I was just saying to Patrick, our cameraman here, got a great camera shot, one of the best, if not the best camera angle we've had all year, but where I'm sitting, sometimes the scores table heads get in the way, and it's hard to see a number on a player, but I know what that number is, and that's going to be the number of Hayden Wolf with a strong left-hand finish, the whistle and a foul, and she's going to go to the line looking to complete the three-point play. And the free throw is good from Hayden Wolf. Back to 13 at 31-18. A little bit of a run here for the Ravens. Here's Carmody. Now Tabakian. Back to Carmody. Little toss and catch out front. 2-3 zone here by the Ravens on the baseline. Von Fricken. Carmody up top. Back to Von Fricken. Lost the handle on it. Carmody. 10 on the shot clock. Good defensive effort here by the Ravens. Baseline jumper. Von Fricken is no good. Hayden Wolf with the rebound. And the outlet here for Raymond, who's going to bring it up and set the offense. Chance to possibly get it down to 10 with a three-pointer here. Here's Reagan Wolf. Goes to the bucket. Goes to the left hand. No good. Rabideau, the rebound up and good. Layla Rabideau working hard on the offensive glass, and it's down to 11. Crossover dribble. Carmody kicks it out. Baseline jumper. No good from Burns. The rebound, Von Fricken. Tabakian's going to let it go for three. No good. Rebound pulled down by Hayden Wolf. Here comes Raymond. Chance to cut it to single digits here for the Ravens. Not quite 3 minutes into the quarter. Here's Rabideau up off the glass, rimmed out. The rebound pulled down by Smith. Here come the Blackbirds. Carmody stops, pops, three. Halfway down and out. And it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by RCS. Mia Carmody hasn't missed too many of those tonight, but that one just unfriendly rim. Carmody baseline three right on cue. Knocks it down. And it's 34-20. And Coach Terrence Florence wants to take a timeout here for Voorheesville. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. And we'll let you know tonight's game is brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. Family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture of Granville, New York. So a nice start to the third quarter here by the Ravens, but then Mia Carmody does what Mia Carmody does, and that's knock down a big three after having one rim out on her on the previous shot. She gets it back on the baseline, nails a three from the corner, and it's back to a 14-point game. I was going to say, I believe it's RCS ball here. So it's going to be Reagan Wolf that will throw it in for the Ravens. She'll get some pressure from Von Fricken. It comes in for Raymond, gets the screen from Hayden Wolf. They look to double her, they triple her. Von Fricken reaches in, ties up Macy Raymond. And it's going to be Blackbirds ball on the possession there with 5:04 to go in the quarter. It's going to be thrown in here by Von Fricken and Maddie Tabakian. Cross-court pass, Von Fricken, baseline three, no good. Hayden Wolf had the rebound, and couldn't quite see who the official was blocked. I don't think called the foul. It looked like maybe a double dribble call, the signal I saw, what little of it I saw. Here's Hayden Wolf. Wolf across the timeline with a head of steam. They look to double. Good job getting it out of the double team. Here's Raymond on the left foul line extended. Looks to go to the bucket. The scoop shot, no good, but a whistle and a foul, and Macy Raymond's going to go to the line with 4:41 to go, third quarter. Checking in for the Blackbirds is going to be Suhan Dean, replacing Lily Smith. And at the line, making the first one is Macy Raymond. Raymond, the 5'4" sophomore. A nice chat, actually, with Macy before the game. Nice young lady. Gets 2 out of 2. Was telling me her grandma would be watching, she thought, at home. So, hi to Grandma. Grandma's on the broadcast tonight. 12-point game, 34-22. Blackbirds with the lead and the basketball. Here's Carmody from the wing. Good for three. Mia Carmody. A pair of big threes, and every time RCS looks like they're making a run, Mia Carmody steps up and nails a three. Here's Reagan Wolf. Leaves it now for Visone. They try to get it inside, knocked away, turnover. Here comes Carmody. Carmody might stop and pop. Step back three for Carmody. Good! 3 threes in the quarter for Mia Carmody. She's on fire. That one a step back. And it's the biggest lead of the game for Voorheesville at 40-22. And there's a timeout on the floor. And tonight's game is brought to you by the Orchard. Orchard, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram.
The Orchard?
Totally worth the trip to the Orchard.
It was worth a ride to the Orchard.
It was well worth the trip to the Orchard.
Great service. Couldn't ask for a better place.
Worth the ride to the Orchard.
Tonight's game also brought to you by Rubbin' Butts Barbecue. Rubbin' Butts Barbecue, a local Cobleskill establishment located at 2403 State Route 7, Eastside Village Mall, that now has crispy, crunchy chicken. Contact Dave Ward for any fundraising needs at 518-234-7447. That's Rubbin' Butts Barbecue of Cobleskill. 40-22, 3:58 to go, third quarter. And Mia Carmody is putting on a three-point clinic here in the third quarter. She has 3 three-pointers in the stanza. And it's demoralizing for the Ravens as every time they start to get things going well, Mia Carmody knocks down a three. Full court pressure here from the Blackbirds. Here's Visone. They look to smother her. Carmody ties her up. Held ball, possession arrow is going to favor RCS. Voorheesville has given RCS fits all evening here with their trapping pressure defense. They look to get it in bounds here, but Visone, it's knocked out of bounds by Maddie Tabakian. And putting it in play is Ravena. Back on the floor for the Ravens is Taryn Burns. Jumper's on the way, no good. Here's Visone. Visone's shot is short, and the rebound pulled down by Carmody. Carmody looks to push. Blackbirds have the numbers, finds Dean. Dean got herself too far underneath the backboard. Down court. And the layup up and good ahead of the field for Hayden Wolf. And it's 40-24. Here's Carmody. Carmody stops, pops behind the top of the key. No good. It's going to go out of bounds. Nobody touched it, so it's going to be RCS basketball. Ravens got a bit of a break there. When Carmody gets a good look like that, more times than not, she can knock it down. Here's Visone. They double team. Loose ball. Carmody down court. Tabakian. Left hand. Good. It's 42-24. Hayden Wolf, though, down court. Layup up and good. Nice transition basketball by the Ravens, getting the easy bucket there. Back to 16 with 2:45 to go in the third. Here's Tabakian being pressured by Visone. Get it on the baseline for Carmody. Here's Katie Burns. Little toss and catch with Tabakian. Back to Carmody. 9 on the shot clock for the Blackbirds. And stepping in, getting the steal, is Macy Raymond. Raymond to the bucket. The layup won't go. The follow by Visone is no good. Here's Carmody. Carmody pulls up at the elbow, goes between the legs, gets it on the baseline. Tabakian with the penetration has it stripped away. It might have been Taryn Burns that got the hand in there, hard to see in a crowd of people. On the baseline, Raymond goes down low. Reagan Wolf, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound pulled down by Von Fricken. Minute 40 to go in the quarter. Burns for 3, no good. The rebound by Reagan Wolf. The outlet here for Taryn Burns. Burns, nice job keeping it in the middle of the court. At the other end, the bucket up, count it, and the foul from Hayden Wolf. She'll go to the line looking for the three-point play. And coming in for Voorheesville is going to be Olivia Diamantis and Emma Diamantis. Hayden Wolf looking to complete the three-point play, does so. And it's back to 13. Biggest lead's been 18. Into the game for the Ravens is Allison Vanderzee, a 5'8 junior. Here's a steal by Reagan Wolf. Finds Hayden Wolf. Down court, jumper on the way. 3, good from Macy Raymond. And it's back to 10. With just over a minute to go. Carmody, can Carmody answer? No. Vanderzee the rebound. Chance to get it to single digits here by the Ravens. We go under a minute to play. Here's Reagan Wolf. Hayden Wolf. The handoff. Raymond into the lane. No good. Raymond tries to chase it down. Nice job by Emma Diamantis shielding her from the basketball. And it's going to be Voorheesville ball with 42.7 seconds to go. That's going to get Maddie Tabakian back up off the bench for the Blackbirds, replacing Katie Burns. Here's Carmody. There's about 11 seconds differential between the game clock and shot clock. Voorheesville looking to use as much time as they can, get a good shot here. Ravens looking for a big stop. Olivia Diamantis. Here's Olivia Diamantis. Stops, pops. No good. Carmody the rebound. Didn't touch the rim, so the shot clock didn't go off. Down court, Vanderzee. 11 seconds left in the quarter. Reagan Wolf for 3. And it's 42-35 all the way back from 18 down. The Ravens now down by 7. And that shot won't count if it goes. And it gets lodged between the backboard and the rim. But what a run here for RCS, down 18. They're now within 7, 42-35 as we head to the fourth quarter here at RCS on NYVT Media Sports. Tonight's game brought to you by Kelly Farm and Garden, proud to support youth sports in our community. Kelly Farm and Garden, where customers are treated like part of the family. Kelly Farm and Garden is our sponsor of the Kelly Farm and Garden Player of the Game. Also brought to you by Telescope Casual Furniture, manufacturing in Granville for over 100 years. Voted the ICFA Manufacturer of the Year in 2019, 2021, and 2022. A family-owned and operated business focusing on comfort, style, quality, and world-class customer service. That's Telescope Casual Furniture of Granville, New York. What a comeback for the Ravens. From 18 points down to 7 points down as we start the fourth quarter. Some leak-out buckets for Hayden Wolf. A big three-pointer by Macy Raymond. And RCS back in this one with a shot. They're going to get the basketball first to start the fourth quarter. It's going to be Raymond on the floor with Vanderzee, Taryn Burns, Reagan Wolf, and Hayden Wolf. It'll be Sophia Von Fricken on the court with Tabakian, Katie Burns, Carmody, and Lily Smith for the Blackbirds, who have the ball first here to start the quarter. Sophia Von Fricken in the baseline. Stolen away by Taryn Burns. Burns to the bucket. And good hustle back by Tabakian defensively. That could have been a huge bucket right there. Here's Carmody. Carmody down the lane. Goes to the left hand. No good. Gets her own rebound. Up top. Good ball movement here by the Blackbirds. Tabakian, but they got a piece of her arm. She's going to go to the line. The foul was on Hayden Wolf. And the shot no good from Tabakian. A young Ravens roster. Megan Visone and Layla Rabidou, the only two seniors on the roster. And missed the second one as well. Rebound pulled down by Vanderzee. And here's Hayden Wolf. Wolf looking to go to work. Down the lane, kicks it out. Raymond at the top of the key. Spins, kicks it out for Hayden Wolf. Wolf works down the lane, goes to the right hand, up and good. It's a 5-point game. And we've still got plenty of time, just over a minute in here to the fourth quarter. Almost stolen away by Hayden Wolf. And the layup up and good by Lily Smith. Back to 7. Here's Reagan Wolf. Stands, looks, decides, nobody's going to take me, I'm going to let it go. Too strong off the back iron. Macy Raymond, the rebound. Her jumper off the front of the iron, no good. Here comes the Blackbirds. This is Carmody. Carmody finds Von Fricken. 3, no good. And the rebound pulled down by the Ravens. This is Raymond. Raymond out. They got people ahead of the pack. Here's Reagan Wolf. Nice job evading the defender, and it's up and good. It's back to a 5-point game. 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Big defensive stop needed here from RCS. They get it to the wing. Tabakian. Corner. Carmody. And there it is. Carmody. We've said it multiple times tonight. Every time the Ravens get close, stoppage of play. And looks like we have a shoe tie timeout. Carmody every time, and here she is again. No good this time. The rebound pulled down by Hayden Wolf, but I was starting to say she is just a backbreaker here for the Ravens every time they get close. Raymond sets the offense, spins to the baseline. Floater in the lane by Raymond, no good. Rebound pulled down Von Fricken, but lost the handle. They say it was stripped away by Hayden Wolf. 47-39, back to an 8-point lead. Ravens have been as close as 5 here after trailing by as much as 18. Burns for Tabakian. Back for Burns. Tabakian has it stripped away by Macy Raymond. Raymond with some aggressive defense. I think they're going to whistle her for the foul there. And the foul is going to be on Macy Raymond. So not yet a shooting situation. Second team foul of the quarter on the Ravens. So Tabakian's going to put it in play. Wants to go inside and stolen away. Here's Hayden Wolf. Macy Raymond. Raymond's going to set the offense. Cross court for Reagan Wolf. Reagan down the lane. Passes to Hayden. Step through move. Beautiful move. And it's up and good. What a gorgeous move in the post by Hayden Wolf. Vanderzee with the aggressive defense there on Burns. It's a 6-point game. Smith lost the handle. Ravens basketball. And RCS is going to take a timeout. 4:39 to go here in the ball game. It is Voorheesville 47, RCS 41 here at Colonial Council Basketball on NYVT Media Sports. And our game tonight is sponsored by Orchard, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Oh. All right, so the Orchard, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Customers aren't just buying a vehicle, they're joining a community. Orchard is local, community-driven, and dedicated to helping neighbors find the perfect ride. From Ram trucks to Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep favorites, they deliver real service, real value, real people who cared. They care. That's why drivers across the region make the trip. Orchard, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, community-driven, ready to help you pick your next ride at 819-MY66 in Hudson, New York. 4:39 to play, 47-41. Voorheesville led by as much as 18. The Ravens have cut it to as little as 5, now down 6. And the basketball here, big possession. Down court, they've got Reagan Wolf ahead of the field, but to the bucket's going to be Taryn Burns, and she traveled. That would have been a big bucket. That would have cut it to 4. Ravens now need a stop. Tabakian. Katie Burns. They try to go inside. Taken away by Hayden Wolf. They tried to get it to Lily Smith. Here come the Ravens. Down court. Cross court pass, and they throw it away. Trying to get it cross court in the baseline to Allison Vanderzee. Vanderzee, a 5'8" junior. Burns is going to come out for a breather. Masson back in the game. Here's Tabakian on the baseline. Jumper on the way for a 3. It's a big three-pointer. Emma Diamantis, I believe her second three-pointer of the game. The freshman with a big one, and it's back to 9. That was a very big 3. Now Diamantis with a steal. Impact by the youngster here. Carmody. Clock is the friend of the Blackbirds here. They're going to use every bit of the shot clock they can, every possession. On the baseline, Diamantis looking for 2 in a row. No good. Strong rebound, Megan Masson. Big trip down the floor here, but stripped away by Von Fricken. Now a battle for a loose ball. And I think Voorheesville got a timeout. They did. Very alert timeout there by the Blackbirds. And it's going to be a full timeout with 3:14 to play. Voorheesville 50, RCS 41 here on NYVT Media Sports. Tonight's game brought to you by Rub and Butts Barbecue. One of our sponsors, Rub and Butts Barbecue, is a local Cobleskill establishment located at 2403 State Route 7, Eastside Village Mall, that now has crispy, crunchy chicken. Contact Dave Ward for any fundraising needs at 518-234-7447 for Rub and Butts Barbecue. Also, Kelly Farm and Garden, proud to support youth sports in our community. Kelly Farm and Garden, where customers are treated like part of our family. Kelly Farm and Garden is our sponsor for the Player of the Game Award, which we'll be announcing at the conclusion of this evening's game. 3:14 to go. Voorheesville's led by as much as 18. Ravena has pulled in the fourth quarter to as close as 5. And now it's a 9-point game thanks to the 3-point shooting of Emma Diamantis, who will throw the ball in right now for the Blackbirds. Comes in for Tabakian. They wanted to get it on the baseline. They do. Diamantis, cross-court pass for Katie Burns. Trying to step in and get the steal there was Reagan Wolf. 12 on the shot clock for Voorheesville. Shot clock, the friend of the Blackbirds. Von Fricken up top now. Burns. And they go to Carmody. Carmody, jumper, good. That was a 2. But it's back to double digits at 53-41. So a nice recovery here by the Blackbirds after that strong run by RCS. Nice cut, nice play, but the shot won't go from Macy Raymond. Reagan Wolf with the aggressive defense. Raymond gets the steal, finds Reagan Wolf, the left-handed layup, good! That was a big bucket. The Ravens needed it here with just over 2 minutes to play. They need steals. They can't match baskets. They need stops and buckets. Down 10, 2 minutes to play in the ball game. Tabakian gets it in the corner. Von Fricken, and I think Reagan Wolf got a piece of the arm there. So to the line is going to be Sophia Von Fricken, the freshman. And a talented freshman she is. First shot is up and good from Sophia Von Fricken. She was shooting a 3, so it's 3-shot foul. I did not see that when the official came over to the table. Von Fricken misses the second one. And gets 2 out of 3. That's an 11-point game once again. And checking back in will be Taryn Burns replacing Allison Vanderzee for the Ravens. 3-point shooting is going to be one of the big factors in this game at the end when they go back and look at the stats, being a 12-point ball game at 55-43. Mia Carmody being the biggest 3-point shooter. And Hayden Wolf makes her way to the basket, but a whistle and a foul. They're going to say it's on the floor. That's the first Voorheesville foul of the quarter. So still 4 to give for the Blackbirds. And they're going to put it in play out of bounds. It'll be Burns coming in for Macy Raymond on the way for 3. No good. Hayden Wolf had the rebound, had it stripped away, and the Blackbirds come away with it. Carmody down court. Diamantis. And Coach Florence says we're going to run clock here. With a minute 30 to go and a 12-point lead. Shot is up and no good. Katie Burns gets the rebound, finds Tabakian, has it stripped. Here's Macy Raymond. Raymond with the spin, goes to the bucket, whistle and a foul. She's going to go to the line. Nice play there by Raymond. The sophomore gets the strip defensively, pushes the ball hard to the bucket, draws the foul, and she's going to go to the line. Raymond averages 12.9 points a game, second leading scorer behind Hayden Wolf here for the Ravens. And gets the first one. Raymond gets them both. 10-point game, 55-45. They need a stop here with just over a minute to play. Here's Diamantis, finds Tabakian. Back for Carmody. Carmody to the left side for Tabakian. On the baseline, jumper on the way, Von Fricken. And that was one of those shots where Terrence Florence is like, no, 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 we want to run clock. And then Von Fricken knocks it down. 13-point game. It's one of those no, 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 yes, yes, yes shots. Here's Carmody. That was a clincher right there for Von Fricken. Well, Coach Florence wanted it or not. Now Von Fricken with a little short shot in the lane, and it's up 15. It's back to 15, I should say. Here's Taryn Burns. Finds Reagan Wolf. Reagan Wolf looks to get in the lane. Scoop shot. No good. Strong rebound by Hayden Wolf, and they're going to foul her. It's not going to be a shooting foul. It's going to be on the floor. It's not yet the bonus situation. So Taryn Burns will put it in play for RCS. They get it in on the baseline. Macy Raymond goes on the attack. Short shot up and no good. She's going to go to the line. And Macy Raymond's been very effective of getting into the paint, drawing fouls, and getting herself to the line here for RCS, especially here in the second half. And the first one's good from Raymond, the sophomore point guard here for RCS. Gets them both. She's been stellar at the foul line tonight. Macy Raymond has made a living there. And it's 60-47. They'll just be able to dribble this one out here. That's going to be our final score. So Mia Carmody dribbles it out, and we're going to say right now, if we can zoom in on her, that she's going to be our player of the game. Kelly Farm and Garden, proud to support youth sports in our community. Kelly Farm and Garden, where customers are treated like part of our family. And our Kelly Farm and Garden player of the game tonight is the senior, Mia Carmody from Voorheesville, as her three-point shooting was really the difference in this game. A 13-point game, but it was the three-point shooting of Carmody that was the difference in this one. Emma Diamantis also with a key three late in the game and had another three, but definitely the key to the game here tonight and the difference on the scoreboard, the 13-point game, was the three-point shooting of Mia Carmody. She had 9 straight points at one point in the third quarter from behind the arc. So Mia Carmody is our Kelly Farm and Garden player of the game. Kelly Farm and Garden, where customers are treated like part of our family. We'd like to thank tonight's sponsors, Telescope Casual Furniture of Granville, New York, Orchard, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Come pick one at the Orchard. Also, Rub and Butts Barbecue of Cobleskill, and Kelly Farm and Garden, our proud sponsor of the Kelly Farm and Garden player of the game. And that's going to wrap it up here from Ravena-Coeymans-Selkirk High School tonight. I'd like to thank everybody here at RCS for their hospitality and helping us to get this game on the air. And thanks everyone at home that joined us tonight. We'll be back here later in the season, later on this month actually, for a boys game when the Ravens host Greenville. And we're looking forward to that trip in here as well, and hopefully many more in the future. Our final score tonight here, Voorheesville 60, Ravena-Coeymans-Selkirk 47. For my cameraman and producer, Patrick Ward, I'm Keith Harrington saying so long. This has been a production of MYVT Media Sports.